I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers. The one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braille only's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, we're back at it again, fam. Good to see you. Good to hear you. Good to embrace you all. Hey, welcome in now, Gigi. I know what you were thinking. Wait a minute. First of all, where did that intro come from? Not the
Listen,
Detroit
it
one,
was
the
fire.
Christ one.
Let me
The
tell
other one.
you, that was amazing. Yes,
Listen,
yes, I love it.
thank you.
Absolutely, that was
just
great.
a little bit of the song. The whole song is on the YouTube channel. But I'll send you. Actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and do that live now, so you can listen.
That was great. I love that. What a wonderful intro, especially for this new season of Ready to Love. We are in the Motor City. We are in Detroit, the Midwest. Finally bringing it, out of just the South or the major cities. We're in the East Coast, of course. Like we're actually taking it places where love has developed through so many cultures, especially in Detroit, through music and the factories. There's were so many Black people moving there after slavery and just just everything that has happened in the culture. That is definitely a great intro to go with this new season. So yeah, hats off. That was amazing.
Thank you very much. You know, that was the Chrysler Super Bowl commercial. If everybody remembers that iconic commercial. So I'm just like, you know what? This is Detroit. I got the perfect intro. But then on top of that, to do that theme song, come on now, listen. At the end, and by the way, just to give you a preview of the end, Gigi, I'm sending you the song now so you can listen to it on your downtime. But at the end of the song, it says anybody can be a creator, but it takes somebody to be an artist. My Lord. Mm-hmm.
The inspiration. I'm telling you, the inspiration.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. With that being said, y'all, higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we gotta go on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. We are here, myself, GG9. We are live in the building. Q is going to be coming in just a few minutes here. Glad to have all of you here. As we were talking before the show, we don't like talk before the show. I mean, we always check in on each other, but we always have some downtime before we come on live to be on tour with you all, rather. And in our group chat, we are very honest with each other. So when Gigi said, honey, what show is coming back? I'm like, Ready to Love is coming back. Wait a minute, what? It's back already? But for the record, it was such a quick turnaround, which, I mean, we've been doing this show for what, 6 seasons now, 5 or 6 seasons. Either way, we've been doing it.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a little while now.
I don't think there's ever been a quick turnaround this quick. Ready to Love.
No, and like you said, we talked, a little bit right before we, came on here. But my thing was, I think it's because with the Ready to Love season 10, like we just had, that 5-minute break that was in between and it coming back in August, ending, was it end of September or something like that?
Correct.
It was like, well, what was the point of it? And then, we have this quick turnaround where now we're in season 11, which, hey, it's great. Go ahead, keep it coming, especially if it's going to kind of counteract the BS from last season.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do it, because honestly, last season was in many ways forgetful.
Yes, it was.
Wasn't really too much to it. So it's like, hey, if you have a new season, if you have the ability to go ahead and give us that new season now, give it. So for them to turn around and be able to do this, and from what we're seeing, we're already starting off brand new. This is not only are we, starting off in a new location, new season, we have, new people, and the way things have been done already starting off shows, I feel like it's setting a tone for what we possibly have to look forward to coming this season, and I'm here for it. I'm ready.
No, I'm with you, gorgeous. It had such a energy of like, this is what was missing. Yes, like I felt every single cast member on this episode. And we're going to get into the minutia of it as well, because this is not just the review where we talk about the show, because you have 2 nerds who are the media nerds of social media, me and Gigi, myself here. We are able to give you an inside perspective that you will not get on any other channel. People can speculate about what happens, but Gigi is in Cali, and me being the fan and the student I am, I study the game all the time from Ohio. And y'all get, and we've talked not only with cast members, but we also have given some context and color in a way that has actually evolved the show, at least our after show.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have also seen where certain ideas or things we have said in the show ends up somehow we end up seeing it happen. And Correct. It's like, oh, someone's absolutely listening. Like,
absolutely,
regardless of if they make it known just outright or do it subtly, we know, especially as media nerds, we can tell the difference. And when someone listens. But yeah, this season, I am here for it. And
it looks very interesting.
Listen, like you said, we're not just going to get into the recap of the show. We are also going to get into like the full gist of everyone, because I just want to say there was certain energy given by some of the people that was just like, why are you here? Already off top, I'm just like, I am not feeling this. Hopefully we're gonna see where it goes.
But
Thank you.
at least we could feel something.
Five,
Brother,
five,
welcome in. We
five
back
minutes.
Yeah,
in the
Five,
How are you?
we have more energy in
yeah.
this first episode than what we had all of last season. I'm sorry. Like, we're
Yep.
starting
Totally
out
agree.
good.
Totally agree.
Wait, say that one more time.
I said I totally agree. I totally agree with Gigi.
Yes,
Great.
indeed.
Great
No,
energy.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Where we at, bro? Where we at, lady?
Well, absolutely. It's great to have you in, Q. And like I said, we literally just got started. And let me just say this. I know the Motor City is for cars. But let me tell you something. Some of them women wore some top tier Cadillac Escalades. Okay, listen,
Listen, some of them was Escalades and some of them was dung beetles, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're just
listen. I'm just wondering, some of those women got super.
And I'm not even just talking about body. I'm talking about attitude, because some of them you might have been fit with a Cadillac body, but your insides was that of a Volkswagen.
Oh no! Do we gotta do Volkswagen like that?
I'm just saying, and that's kind of doing bad to Volkswagens, because Volkswagens are good sometimes. But I'm saying some of them attitudes, honey.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
You think wearing a push-up bra would have made your attitude go up a little bit, would have heightened your positivity, but baby, it did not.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, I'm getting too far. I'm sorry, because I've been waiting. Because honey, I'm telling you, just some of them attitudes already.
No, you're not getting too far. It's just the fact of just because you wear a push-up bra doesn't mean that the vehicle is more attractive. Sometimes you for a basic model and you try to come out with premium features, but when we take the test drive, soulfully, we're like, oh, this was just a dressed up basic model.
Listen,
the premium is over there.
But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You got certain situations where certain people could dress up a Honda Accord and look better than Porsche.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So some people might not be working with as much, but who they are as a person speaks a lot. You know what I mean? And I think you got a couple sprinkles on this show, but I hope that Detroit is not expressed to the people, because, you got a couple guys as bosses, you know what I mean? And you got a couple guys who are just regular guys. And I like the mix in between as far as women the same way too. You know what I'm saying? But the great thing about it is we're gonna really see who's ready to love in this show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm on this show, the first week. One thing that I'm glad Tommy brought back was bringing everybody in on the first episode.
Yes.
That was tough.
No, I fully agree with you, because didn't we talk about that, y'all? Where I know I brought up like the golden jar of, decision making or something to that degree, where everybody is there for the elimination. And guess what? Everybody was there for the elimination. I mean, at this point, just add the golden heart of immunity at this point. Like Gigi said, we say shit and it ends up on our own. Just hire the four of us, damn it. Hell.
Hey,
but
they're gonna learn one day. They're gonna learn one
But
day.
listen, we each need $20 million apiece. So that's $80 million on. Okay. And listen, we actually are worth it. Okay. Because we already got chemistry.
And honestly, for me, I feel like that's cheap. Y'all getting off cheap.
Thank you. So listen. And like I said, and like we said before, there should be a judges auditions. And I promise you, the four of us will kill the judges' auditions. Like I said before, Solana's going to be the analytical, and she's going to look at your application, and she's going to find the quiet part that's out loud. Q's going to be the uncle. I'm going to be just the humble, be like, okay, listen, can we do a 360? Now, listen, I know that this is for the women. If the women want to enjoy six packs, speaking on behalf of me and Q, I know Q can speak for himself, but we want some thickness on this damn show. but we're gonna let Gigi talk to you as well, because Gigi, she's very about the chakra and the soul. So we will be a great judges panel for auditioning all these people.
Now,
Yeah,
now,
I know.
now, now, another
Yes,
thing, not to cut you off, bro.
yes, sir.
I wonder, are they picking candidates that's going to best represent Detroit? Yeah,
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Because
Well,
I feel like they did that last season. You know what I'm saying? They
right.
represented Detroit, but I don't know if those were the best candidates for, I mean, for Philly. I don't know if they were
Right.
the best candidates for Philly, but I feel like they represented Philly. You know what I'm saying? You really got a vibe of the city through the people. Now
Yes.
I wonder if it's gonna be the same thing this show as well.
I mean, there
I
was
feel
some
like
heavy.
with this one, it might be a little bit different or better just because, like, Detroit, even though it's big, it's still like a small, like,
Yes.
everybody kind of still knows everybody. It's still a little, you know what I'm familiar. So I feel like there's more opportunity for it to be like, you know, like for it to be more personal. Like I feel like they can actually, like the people, like some of the people there, like the one girl, she, you know, she's a celebrity stylist. The other one, he's, you know, in real estate. Another one owns a lot of businesses out there. So I feel like, you know, maybe the city might be familiar with some of these people. Because
Yeah.
one girl, she was like, hey, you know, I remember seeing her only at, you know, certain events and stuff like that. So it's good to see her here. So I feel like that's something that Detroit is bringing too, is that is, even though it has big city vibes, it's still a smaller, intimate setting
Absolutely.
in a way.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, let's do what the hell we do best. First one, Dominique here, 42, celebrity stylist. Now, she was actually on Basketball Wives, just to give you context, conjecture, and connection here. So, she was the first person to come in, and I feel like Dominique might be a dom. Just saying, that's neither here nor there, because that I think that's a shimmer leather that she's wearing in her confessional. I'm not saying anything out loud. Okay, this is called commentary, ladies and gentlemen. So Dominique, 42 Celebrity Styles. What did y'all think of her? She was the first one that came in.
Very attractive. Um, but very attractive, confident. Um, I did like the outer appearance. I was her conversation, her personality was kind of rough. It wasn't as lighthearted as I would like to be. You know what I mean? But attractive. I feel like I kind of see why. I hope I don't get ahead of myself, but I kind of see why she was where she ended up at the end of the show. I kind of see why. Um,
Right.
but hopefully she's there for the right reasons.
Yeah. Absolutely. Gigi, what did you
Yeah,
think of?
same. She's, you know, she's definitely beautiful. Um, Nice smile. I feel like she might be used to the celebrity life, so maybe like certain normal or men who might not be in that limelight might not be, in a way, it might not be somebody that, like, you know, for her. But then
Right.
again, that might be what she's looking for because she's so used to that celebrity shit. She's like, no, I need mellow. So that might be also why she's giving like that attitude. Like she's kind of tired and over some stuff. Like you kind of tell she's like, I'm just over this, you know, especially like when it came to the one dude asking her questions about her tattoos and her exes and the cover up and, you know, all that. So, but with her, like, I feel like she's a firecracker, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like she's also, you know, she could be cool too. So
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, just like with Q, I can see, you know, how she possibly could end up where she's at in the end.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. I think that she definitely has a protective energy about her, but she's open minded. She's just preserving herself just to protect her peace, which there's nothing wrong with that. The one thing about this show is it's for the grown. And it reminds me of Dr. Ariel, who was on Bravo's Queen's Court. And the reason why I bring up King's Court was because it was Thaddeus, it was Carlos, and it was Tyson. And on that show is three celebrity men, and on Queen's Court is three celebrity women. So when I brought Basketball Wives, and when you guys just talked about her exes, on that show, they were celebrities dating everyday people. And I think this is the first, and I'm saying this with so much love, grace, and space. This is the first celeb reality star, I guess you can say, that's been on Ready to Love in a sense, because I think everybody else has been everyday people, right? For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, I think so.
Believe it or not,
I don't
here
know, like the earlier seasons. My bad, Q. Like I didn't watch the earlier seasons, but from the ones that I know that we've covered so
Right.
far, I think like she might be the or no. Well, Kiara was the Dallas cheerleader, so I guess in a sense that's kind of on celebrity level. Um, but I mean, I guess. What was you gonna say?
yeah, my fault, Gigi. First couple episodes, they had a few people that were just kind of trying to break their nose into the scene, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like old girl is the only one that's went from show to show. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, now I really hope, man, I hope that this does not become a trend. I really hope it doesn't become a trend because it would not be fair to the show. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Well, you got people
Well,
bouncing from
let
show to show to
from a
show.
production standpoint, let's some of them,
Hey,
even though they might not be technically celebrities, a lot of them have jumped from other reality shows, game shows, even little short films. Like some of them you can find them on little Tubi films. Um, like little low budget production films and stuff like that. Now, like I said, they're not like high end celebrities and stuff like that, but they're a lot of them who are on these shows are trying to break into that market. Like they're trying to break in to
exactly.
become in some type of, entertainment form.
Correct.
So you'll
And I,
probably see a lot of them jumping. Like a lot of people you might see on Radio Love, you'll see them on other shows. Just like some of the people we've even talked to, different cast members who want to get into other shows, and we've even seen them where they've talked about getting into going to other reality shows and looking
never
up
have
different.
fucking pets. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Whew, child, that damn show. Which we're still waiting for a season renewal for that show, but that's neither here nor there. But also too, to your excellent points, to Q and Gigi. Remember, fan bases are huge too, right?
right.
Um, so I don't know if this was a selective decision by the casting team and the casting producer. That was because and Gigi, correct me if I'm wrong, gorgeous, but I believe when it comes to casting, there's the main casting director, and then they're like sub casting producers that they each have a block of people that they audition, and then they choose those, and then they go to the main executive producer and all those people. So it's like you submit your information. That's round one. Round two is you go to the sub casting producers, and round three is the main casting audition. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and some things like with reality TV, that's most likely how it is. Like with film, it's a little bit different. Which it works like that too. For me, like because I've actually had to be the casting director for certain films that we were on, and that was my title. Like I was a producer, but I was also mainly the casting producer. And my thing was is I had to put up the casting call. So
Right.
put up, for the audition, let you know what I'm looking for, the person, the gender, the age, what lines to read when the audition is, and then have people you could either email me, text, or do in live audition, but actually come and read lines. And a lot of times, like a lot of the people, they would already have little short reels of different things that they've already done, different readings that they've done, different films that they've probably worked on, commercials that they've auditioned for, like whatever it is that shows that their versatility or shows what they can do. So a lot of times you'll look at that. But with casting, like when it comes to filming, there's so many things that will eliminate you quickly. Like sometimes if a person says, okay, well, for this, we want a person who is 5'7", 20 years old, looks like this, and you can come in and have all that, but you have brown highlights and they wanted someone who's a complete blonde. Oh, you're eliminated. You come in and the shoes that you're wearing makes you walk a certain way. That's not the walk they want. You're eliminated. So with reality TV, it's a little bit different. I would think that they would probably do it possibly like that too, where there's a main person who's just forecasting to make it easier. Like,
Right.
listen, they give the casting producer, this is the criteria we're looking for. This is, you already know, we've done this 11 seasons, so you pretty much know what we're looking for. This is what your job is. And you go find that so
Correct.
that it kind of takes less time.
Absolutely.
But I mean, yeah, it could definitely be done differently. I know, especially during like COVID, everything was through Zoom. Like
Right.
there were no in-person auditions or anything like that. So casting changed a lot, and some people still haven't even gotten out of that. A lot of people still do it through Zoom. So yeah, it's a little bit different now.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. I feel like if we were the judges of some casting, I think we would have some love connections off top, and it might not be a show.
Right.
I
Wait a
Right.
minute. I seen how y'all walked in looking all cute in each other's eyes. Come over here. I
ain't
see
lying.
y'all.
I see the love blossoming. I ain't
I
lying.
see it. I see it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see how you was looking at her chest when it was bouncing. Come over here. Come over
Well,
here.
first of
So I
all,
gotta.
G, I can't help that I have eyes that can see and glasses that magnify the blessings in front of me. Now I know you're very territorial over, me being a millionaire, you being a millionaire, but I'm attracted to intelligence, and she's just throwing down me your knowledge, and the dress is filling out, so I'll probably have to produce something with her later on this evening. Well, actually, I won't be able to
So
do
let
that.
me ask you a
And
question.
can I just say? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go,
Can I just say one more thing?
go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
also feel like with us being in Detroit this season, I
Yeah.
feel like there would be like a lot more talented people. There's a lot of talent in Detroit, period. So I feel like the successful people, like I don't know, I feel like you'd find that a lot more there and in this season. So a lot of these people being like, even though they might not be high celebrity status, like they're still accomplished to a level to where it's like, they're not just still trying to find themselves.
Yeah.
Like,
Great. Yeah.
no offense, Cisco.
Understood. Yeah.
Love you to death. Just
So
saying.
let's. Does this? Does Detroit so far, at least the entrance of it, does that really embody the show Ready to Love? Because you can see throughout the different seasons of where they're trying to go. You know what I mean? So if you go back to if y'all ever get a chance, I know y'all are Ready to Love enthusiasts. Go back and watch the first season of Ready to Love and see where we're at from there to where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand going to a bigger market, you want to have a bigger audience. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But a lot of times when things are built off intimacy, you know what I'm saying? You really want to keep it there and grow in intimacy versus grow in volume as to the fact of trying to get more
Right.
of an audience. You know what I mean?
Okay,
You feel
let
me?
me take that point. I'll take that point and raise you
Mhm.
for that. With that being said, I believe you are correct with the intimacy, but
Mhm.
shouldn't intimacy also be about the scope of what can be of life? Because
Mm. Mm. Mm.
if we go to Atlanta, it's Black Hollywood, right? But of
Mhm.
course, not everybody in Atlanta has the same experience. So
Mhm.
where Ready to Love might go to a state that may not have a big city life, and it's more
Mhm.
simplistic, and you get to see the lifestyle of somebody simplistic. Then you're able to go to Detroit to see, oh my God, you can live this big life. You can know people. You can do these big things. So I think while you are correct, Q,
Mhm.
with your intimacy point in terms of the reaching of the audience, there should be an intimacy of making sure that the lifestyles that people are watching also relate to the audience.
Okay,
Agreed.
well then let me
Great point.
raise you one, Braylon. I'm gonna raise you on that then. Because if that's the case, then shouldn't it be broadened to everyone's preference or point of view? Because love isn't just, it's not just black and white, and it's not just black, and
Right.
it's not just male and female anymore. Like shouldn't it be open to the viewers? Like, shouldn't we expand it to, I mean, we're not just saying a full ready to love LGBT, Q
Right.
season,
Right.
but
No, fair.
couldn't they be mixed in? Like, couldn't it be where everyone is showcasing love? So as we're moving to different regions, just like if we're going to Atlanta is known for that. So why not expand it to where people can find love within them loving themselves, instead of
Absolutely.
it being to where you can only find love by what's being shown on television, or being said what's love. So why can't we expand it fully? Still keep the intimacy, but
Hmm.
also expand on what is intimacy, what
Oh,
is love, what makes love, and you know show that everyone deserves love. Even people with disabilities, people who might not look with, big breasts and a big butt, and normal people who do have regular jobs, who really do just want love.
absolutely.
Single parents, like, let's expand it to people's real reality.
No, you know what? Very well said. Very well said. And you know what? And this is the thing. Even though we haven't talked about this show in a long time, we all have a very elephant memory to the highest degree, because we have talked about in the past how there should be spin-off shows. I mean, we joked about Ready to Love BDSM edition, and then nephew Tommy said Ready to Love polyamory edition. So, you know what I mean? So there could absolutely be a Ready to Love edition. And I honestly believe if there's a Ready to Love edition for what I meant to say is, if there's a Ready to Love lesbian edition, I think the Brat and Judy should host it. I think they would be wonderful hosts. Um, and then of course, maybe if there's a Ready to Love, gay edition, maybe EJ, Magic Johnson's son, could host that. So there's definitely room for it. But as you and I both know, DG, even though we are of the mindset of we're on the ground every day and we don't mind taking a swing, is Hollywood ready to really take that swing and be able to have the vitality to stand 10 toes down, weather that storm? Because what we think might be the move to make, they might think that move might affect their bottom line.
Well,
Because
this is the whole thing. Does a candy maker eat its own candy? Because LA and Hollywood is the hub for all of that.
right,
They create a lot of you know, the ins and
Uh,
outs of
one
society, especially what we see in film, what we see on television, what is decided as normal and not normal or whatever.
right.
But
one thing about it. Um, One thing that makes this show so successful, you know what I'm saying, throughout the years is his host, Tommy Miles,
Hmm.
and Tommy Miles' success in his marriage. You know what I mean? Not saying that they're perfect, but they've been together for so many years. And it kind of give the applicants or the cast something to model or wanting, something of that magnitude, wanting marriage, wanting long lasting connection. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So if we go outside the realm of what we've known, can we find successful people in, in other uh styles, in other
Sure.
relationship styles? Hopefully I'm saying it right.
No, you absolutely are. And Gigi, you are absolutely right of the fact that Hollywood creates that. But let me ask you this. Do you feel like Hollywood is finally reflecting society because they generally understand the assignment? Or are they doing it because if they see other people doing the assignment like me, you, Q, and Solana, that we're being progressive, then they have to do it in order to catch up. Because whenever, like for example, with Universal and Disney, right? The theme park war has been going for a long time. When Universal came out with Dark Universe, Disney World came out with Villains Land. And guess what it looked like? It looked like Disney was just trying to do anything just to keep up. So that would be my question to you. I fully agree with you, Gorgeous, that Hollywood definitely is creating a space for all of this, but I feel like they're creating it just to say, hey, we are seeing you, but that doesn't mean that they are fully about it. They're doing it for show.
Oh yeah, they're definitely for show, because even though we see that Hollywood is becoming more progressive when it comes to, film and television, there's still a standoff with it. They're still not fully open to completely letting go and opening up and giving writers creative control and actually being able to produce what is true reality.
Right.
And that's why a lot of times you will see like the things, that we're talking about on more streaming apps.
Exactly.
Instead of
I was just
feature
about to say
film.
that, Gigi. I was just about to say that, Gigi.
You'll see a lot of that that's because that's how it happens. It'll go straight to streaming instead of it being a feature film or something that you're going to see that's in box offices and determines a person's award-winning ability. Because a lot of times in Hollywood, even though that is a behind the scenes thing that happens, even though that happens a lot where, there's a lot of, everybody's heard about the secret parties or the drinks and the different stuff that happens. So, the Me Too movement was real. So a lot of stuff, happens in Hollywood, but are they going to be honest about it? No, of course not. Of course they're not going to, let you know, like, hey, you can come into my house when it's dirty. No, you can only come in when it's clean. Right? So yeah, of course, I feel like with us, because we're more, even though we're not streaming, it's more streaming. We're not mainstream like that. So what we're doing is fine. It's okay because it doesn't affect Hollywood. No, if it is going to affect their money, they can't do it.
Yep.
So yeah, no, it would take for us to make those moves in order for it to happen like that. And then again, you got to wonder, like, hey, well, how many people are going to see it? Because then you got to worry about, okay, well, what streaming service is going to pick it up?
Right.
Where am I going to be able to show this at?
And then at the beginning, middle, end of the day, and Q, I will throw it back to you, Rud, to make your point on this part of the conversation. This is the thing that I think the media industry gets it really fucked up about. There was a point in time in the 90s where media companies can say, oh, well, we are the Walt Disney Company. We are Paramount. We are Warner Brothers. You need us more than we need you. Now it's 2025. It's like, hold on a second. Okay, brother, all good. Hold on a second. Now it's at the point where, guess what? You need us just as much as we need you. Because you have the reach, and I can do what y'all can't do.
Right. And now if they don't have that reach, they're getting they're getting bought out.
Exactly.
They're getting merged, and now it's, you got Disney, who it's not just Disney anymore, it's Disney, Paramount, and all these other ones all under one umbrella. And it's like, okay, well, where's room for anybody else?
That part is such a consolidation of the industry. And as you know, Gigi, I pretty much, Gigi has been on when I've broken down big media stories. And for those of you who don't know, Paramount Skydance is in the middle of a bid for Warner Brothers Discovery. Now, you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with Red Love? I'm so glad you asked. Paramount Skydance owns BET. For that deal to go through, Paramount had to get rid of their DEI initiatives and hire an ombudsman at CBS News. So if they somehow get Warner Bros. Discovery, the government could say, hey, listen, we'll approve the deal, but we need you to get rid of your DEI initiatives at Warner Bros. Discovery. Now, can you have two black networks? No, you cannot. So either OWN is going to combine into BET, or OWN will be sold off. You'll sell off BET and OWN, or you'll cancel both networks. So when we tell y'all that there's a bigger game afoot, or as I often say, if you understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. That's what we mean by that. Because as Gigi so articulately stated, media is not what it used to be. And, you thought it was hard getting to the door in the 90s. Oh, it's much harder now. Because now you have statistics and data and followers and likes and impressions and everything else. So it's more of a longer hallway now than it was in the 90s. Not to say that in the 90s it wasn't a long hallway, but at least there was institutions that were solid, where there was diversity, where, if you can't go to Disney, you can go to Paramount. If you can't go to Paramount, you can go to Warner Bros. If you can't go there, you can go here. But now, because there are things becoming consolidated, it's literally becoming the same door.
Yeah.
It's like a mansion.
And I was actually, not to cut you off, I was talking to someone, matter of fact, I think it was my husband the other day, about, if you notice, in movies, you're seeing the same actors, okay? Because there's not a lot of new actors coming through. Like it's not a lot of new talent. So you're seeing the same ones. You're seeing these old actors and they're playing, their younger selves again. And there's a lot of CGI happening. And it's a lot of, like, you're just like, okay, well, can we get some new people? And then the few new people that you do see, okay, well, either the movies don't go too far, or, you see them a couple times and then they're straight to a streaming service because now they're on a television show, and this television show is straight to streaming. And that's even the same with even a lot of A-list celebrities. They're even going, you'll see a lot of them who they've gone to television,
Yeah.
Because that's the way to make sure that they can keep acting, keep their paychecks, keep all of that going, because there's not a lot happening. Like there's a lot happening in Hollywood, but there's not a lot happening because of the back end bullshit that is going on. Like, there's of course the strikes that have been happening, and the protests and the walk-offs and the layoffs, and there's been a lot of cyber attacks happening. Like and then AI has been taking over everything, and that's also causing a huge problem too when it comes to filming in Hollywood. AI is taking over everything. Like,
don't even get me started back to that point of what I was saying. It's almost
and speaking of it, like, listen, I'm starting a new podcast about dark matter. I'll be talking about AI and parallel universe and different stuff like that. So you'll definitely have to be a guest, and anyone else who wants to be a guest, definitely. Please. So I will let you know when that launches. It'll be launching here in the next few weeks. So
and congrats.
But AI is taking over.
And yes, it is. And like I was saying, it comes to the point where, how can I put this? For you to get to a network, it's almost like getting on an airplane. There's Coach, there's Coach Plus, there's Coach Select, and then there's First Class. And now people are being socially priced out based on if you can afford the ticket to get in that class to get to the network. If that metaphor makes sense. And to
even think of that metaphor, like, you got to think, even if you get into those packages, you still got in package purchases. So you like shit. So I just paid for this first class, but you told me I still got to pay for champagne too.
Come on.
Like, okay, so you telling me for this blanket right here, you want me to pay an extra $250
Yes.
after I just paid? So yeah, absolutely. That metaphor makes a lot of sense. And
And
yeah,
and with AI is getting so crazy because you have Tilly Norwood, who's an AI actress, where William Morris Endeavor, and by the way, if you don't know who William Morris Endeavor, it used to be two separate talent agencies, but then they came together under a merger. Then you have United Talent Agency, then you have Creative Artists Agency. So you have those agencies and others trying to get an AI actress. Then you have a whole AI movie made by an AI director. You have a whole AI artist, a black AI artist, which by the way, the woman behind it, absolutely fucking stunning. Stunning. I watched an interview with Gayle King and this woman who, and yes, she is my type, ladies and gentlemen. I can't help that God knew what he was doing when he made black women, but that's neither here nor there. But it's a human being with an AI artist, and that AI artist is getting $3 million. And then Gigi, I don't know if I told you about this, but now there is a channel called ROXI that they now have AI hosts hosting music programming blocks. So it's getting crazy to me because I'm just like, what is happening in Hollywood is y'all are utilizing AI as the source instead of a resource. And I keep going back to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory of the Johnny Depp version when Charlie's dad had to come in at the end of the movie to fix the toothpaste machine. Y'all are going to be at the end of that movie very soon, and you're not going to know what to do. You're
yep,
just not. Can you imagine if Ryan Seacrest, his team, and everybody that worked on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, which by the way, soon as January 1st happens, they begin working that from January 1st to the end of the year. Every year they work on the show year round. Can you imagine, GG, if ABC said, "All right, y'all, you know what? We love Dick Clark, we love Ryan Seacrest, but Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve is going to be an AI show." Wait, excuse me. So what about the ball drop? Oh, that's going to be AI too.
Remember BET's Frida?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, that right there, that was the first AI for us.
Yes.
She was a full AI person and was hosting the show, doing interviews, had jokes, had body swag, like what? Like that right there was letting us know what we were looking forward to.
But another thing, it's gonna be for the masses to embody that. You know what I'm saying? Are we as human beings going to fully be invested in watching AI TV? You know what I mean? Because reality TV has it, I feel like reality TV gonna be able to stand on its own for forever just because you can actually watch people.
Right.
Actually watch people. You can relate to reality more than you can relate to almost sci-fi now. You know what I'm saying? So like could it be a ready to love AI edition?
I'm sorry.
What are we doing?
An AI thick girl ain't the same as a one with
It's
cellulite
not.
and giblet. Okay, listen.
But
As a
Bray,
thickologist from Thickology University, where I got my PhD, and Gigi was professor in one of my classes, damn it, and I had to be reprimanded by the dean a couple of times because some of the assignments went a little bit overboard, ladies and gentlemen. But that's neither here nor there. I got my PhD regardless. Go ahead.
Bray, the thing that make a lot of thick women, it's not their voluptuous shape.
Yes.
It's who they are. You know what I'm saying? When women, also men, embrace who they are, some people might look at it as a flaw, and some people look at it as the most beautiful thing in the world. But when people embrace who they are and they walk confident and they know, like even Janelle was a thick woman, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but outside of, you know what I'm saying, what she came with, you know what I'm saying, before we seen that side of her, you was like, okay, she's dope. You know what I'm saying? She's confident who she is, you know what I'm saying? But outside of the side that we seen was kind of a little bit upsetting. But a lot of times, like Jill Scott, you know what I'm saying? Like these women right here really embody, you know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? It's beautiful to see, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So There it is there with Dominique and the intro to Ray Love. Now we got Bello, um, real estate broker, smooth brother. The beard game is bearding, good sir. I will have to give you that. So I did. I think it could be something. Potentially, he was the second person that came in. Q, you there?
Yeah, I like this swag. He was confident. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he
The
was
outfit
definitely.
was cool. Um, he came with it. You know what I'm saying? Very smooth, not doing too much. You know what I mean? You can tell he's gonna be a fan favorite. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So I'm liking what I seen out of him.
Yes, absolutely. Same here. And not to mention, he was a very relatable swagger. It wasn't like you could like talk to him. And then we have Child. If Deanna had the donk, Emily got the milk factory. Okay, listen. Listen. If Deanna was IHOP, this right here, Jesus, be offense. I mean, we got a thick Cirque du Soleil woman. Okay, good damn.
I just need her to turn her eyelashes down just a little bit. She needs to turn them lashes down a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you're already an attractive woman. You got the hips and everything else. Just turn them puppies down a little bit.
I don't think they've come out with the eyelash dimmer yet, Q. I don't think they've come out with that yet, but I feel what you're saying. So Emily, she's 44 years old, and she is a seamstress, but she's not just a seamstress for anybody. She is a seamstress for the Detroit Pistons basketball team cheerleaders, and she also works with high school students as well. She's given me Janelle a little bit. And what I mean by that is she has that confidence about her, but as we get into it a little bit later on, she seems to be a little bit more reserved than Janelle, because at least Janelle had a little bit of personality. But that's where we are with Emily. Hey, Gigi, welcome back. I was telling the people that I got my Thigology degree from Thigology University. Was a PhD, but I had to be reprimanded by the dean a couple of times because some of the assignments went a little overboard. But besides that, I did get my PhD.
Were the assignments overboard, or did you just go overboard on your assignments?
I was trying to get that extra credit. You know what I mean?
Somebody stayed in study hall. That was it. Somebody stayed in study hall.
let me tell you,
he was taking honor courses.
Listen, pray and everything in between. I was studying through her hallway, long hours, ladies and gentlemen. But that's neither here nor there. We were also talking about Bello. My damn mouth, Jesus. We were talking about Bello as well. 38 real estate broker. Did you have an opinion on him, Gigi, as well?
Yes, listen, and I don't care how y'all could take this. Say whatever you want to, but you could put a lift kit on a Mercedes, doesn't make it a Maybach. Because her attitude was just
Roxy.
Emily, yes, her attitude, the way she just, the looks that she was given, the eye rolls, there was no smiles, there was just straight dead face. Like, I don't know. I'm waiting to see. Maybe this was just this was an off day for her. I don't know, but she was kind of off-putting to me, honestly.
She's reminded me of that woman that as soon as she heard like 6 kids, that it was off for her. She kind of gave like rich auntie vibes. I can't remember the young lady's name.
True. I think it was True.
Yes.
Yeah.
She reminds me of True a little bit from last season. But yeah, it wasn't a good look. And when we get to her and the person that she was talking about, it was very judgmental.
You got your chest out and the titties popping. Okay, great. Okay, you look good, but your personality is fucked up, and that makes, for me, that's what made her not attractive. Like, I felt like one, the push up bra and the titties being out like that was just way overboard. It was just too much. And then for you to have a doll ass personality and no sense of humor, it just like, okay, your package pretty, but inside, what is there besides confetti?
Not confetti, child. Not confetti. Are you saying she's a party accessory or a party what do they call oh my god, what is it? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's something that you can buy at Party City, like if you need
Oh
like
yeah, you talking about like a party streamer or a
yes.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna
Well,
tell
I
you one
mean,
thing about it. Everybody
yes.
confidence till it's time to get eliminated.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Everybody
Right?
think they the baddest thing walking till it's time to get eliminated. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
No,
So
absolutely.
one thing about it is if you can take your highs, if you can take your lows the way you take your highs, and if you can take your lows the way you take your highs, even kill the whole time, and you approach, you know what I mean, the whole your whole process one way, you'll be
Yeah.
okay. But don't ever think that you can't get eliminated because we done seen the baddest ones get kicked off the show.
Al, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
Right.
You have
Right.
an opinion on Bello real quick, Gigi, before we go on to Steven?
Um, Bello seems mellow. Bello seems like he was cool. He didn't seem like he was trying too hard. Like he was just, just I don't know. I feel like he was being attentive. He was, even though he's a real estate broker, like he didn't seem dull. Like I still seem like he can, you know what I'm saying? He can have a good time. So I'm looking forward to him finding somebody actually. I'm looking to see what he's about.
Yeah. I said that he had relatable swagger. It wasn't like if you, like I said, I work in retail. But if I went up to him, hanged out with him, I feel like he would just be like, what is your work ethic? How are you as a person? It wouldn't be about how swagger-tastic you are. You know what I mean? So it was like
Right, right.
swag. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. So here is Steven. Now, I'm not going to sit here in front. Steven, when I looked at Steven, I'm like, wait a minute. I know I'm not on the show. Hang on a second. I know I'm not on the show. Because I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Good damn. But he's 39, and he is a teacher. And shout out to all of our teachers. They do not get paid enough
Clap it
money,
up,
nor
clap it
they
up,
get
clap it
the
up.
health insurance that they fucking deserve and the benefits they deserve.
Right, right.
With Steven, I really liked him. He talked about, how he is about his business. But he's also, adventurous when it comes to art and culture and everything else. So I really like Steven. He seems like a relatable, cool nerd almost. Like he's a fan about being geeked out about whatever he cares about, which everybody's a geek in some shape, form, or fashion. If you're not a geek about something, then you're lying to your damn self. But he also holds his own. So what did y'all think about Steven?
If Ludacris and T.I. were half brothers, they'd probably look like him.
You know what? We won't let him live his life. Hey.
No, but he was a cool dude too.
Yeah, he
Cool.
was.
He's definitely a very cool dude. I like the fact that he's into history. Like that is something that is amazing, especially for Black people to actually find history amazing and to want to learn it and to actually teach other kids about it. And that be something where, he's like,
It's almost time to.
huh?
Say that one more time.
Would you say Q?
My fault. I'm on daddy too.
Oh, no,
Okay.
you are good.
But yeah, for him to, be a teacher, like you said, teachers they don't get the respect that they deserve. So kudos to him. Much respect. Definitely looking forward to him finding someone, and for him to be 39, no kids, he's actually trying to do the right thing. So I'm feeling it. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got going.
Yes,
And I'm
indeed.
gonna say a lot of the guys was bringing it this season.
Yes, they were.
I'm good with it. I'm surprised, okay? Because the past couple seasons we've been hitting and missing. Okay, it's been,
Yes.
but I don't know. This season we might have some good ones.
Yes. And there's some outstanding women this season as well. I can't wait to get to one of them
Yeah,
because and
yeah.
I'll give
Normally though, it's always like the women are more like outstanding, and it's like the men are mediocre type. But this time I feel like there's a level playing field. It's, the men and women are leveled. It's not where one's above the other or one's more. It's like, no, we can meet each other eye to eye. We can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really looking forward to this season.
yeah,
They did good with casting this one. Okay,
they
we
did
gonna
their thing.
see.
So this woman's name is Voulez-vous faire ce soir? That's her name, y'all.
Okay, Q. We didn't get your opinion on Steven. What was your opinion on Steven?
Uh,
Q, you there, brother?
yeah, I like Steven. I think he's gonna add a real cool dynamic to the show. Very cool dynamic. Just because he's so down to earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a school teacher, so he's gonna be easy to relate to. As far as for the audience to engage. So I think his authenticity is gonna really show. You know what I'm saying? And I like regular people on the show.
Yes, absolutely. It goes to show that you don't have to be the biggest known, just as long as you can be honorable in how you move, for sure. Like I said, this woman's name is Poulet Fufu Shishwa. That is her whole name. I'm being sarcastic. Her name is Christina. I only say that because she gave a long name that I'm just like, I can't take notes on that name because I'm just like, no, we're not doing this. But her name is Stina for short, and she is a singer songwriter for short. So it looks like she does R&B. I think she probably does more modern R&B than soulful R&B. But she's interesting as we get into the conversations because man, she gave an energy, child. But what did y'all think of Parlez-vous Shishwa, also known as Christina?
Yeah, same. Waiting to see what she's got going on. She definitely has a vibe. She's, I feel like she's, fun, funny, definitely can bring a lot to a relationship. So I want to see what happens, but I also feel like she's got that dark side to her too. Like, if she don't fuck with you, she gonna let you know. And it might
Right.
not be in the most pleasant way,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna be known.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm not a fan of her. Not a fan of this already. Just because I feel like when she came on the show, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? She was here talking about, I sing this person, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really thinking like, what are you really here for? You know what I mean? And when I just sit
Mm-hmm.
there and have to guess, what are you really here for? To me, you know what I'm saying? I don't really think you're here for the process. You really here just to show your face. I'm too pretty. What I'm gonna do with this face, right?
Yeah, you're right.
It's
You're
there. I
right.
can
That
feel
part
the
did throw
energy.
me off.
It
You know what I'm
was the
saying?
fact that I have to be in VIP and I was supposed to be in Vegas. Did
Yeah.
some people say that they
Yeah,
was
that part, yeah.
I'm
or a
not.
couple of
I'm
seasons
not.
back?
You're pretty. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
Listen, you pretty, but
you're all right.
you ain't drop dead. Like, I mean,
You
there's a
know what I
lot of
mean?
other ones. Like,
Exactly.
honestly, Ashanti or Shantae, whatever her name is. I I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
And,
you know what? You are
but,
absolutely right. I forgot about that part when she was sitting there. Yeah, you're right.
and, and Gigi, for her mentality to be that at 37, 38 years old, it's just like, they're, you're close to your 40s, going to your 50s. Like, your better years are behind you. You know what I'm saying? So if
Right.
you sitting there relying on your aesthetics at this age, who and what are you? You know what I mean? It
And
don't
not
make
and,
sense.
and not to mention too, Q, to your point, because when she said that she always has to be VIP, I remember a video where Jill Scott was like, "That's what the fuck I'm talking about." She went to a Beyonce concert, I believe, just to go watch Beyonce. Like a true artist doesn't mind going to a concert just to see a concert because they're about the creativity of it all. So
yeah, and she actually doubled down on that. Was like, I can't sit and basically saying she can't sit in the crowd and enjoy the show. She has to be VIP. Like, girl, who are you? Like, your status isn't even VIP level like that. Like, maybe around town people know you, might know you, some other surrounding cities or something like that. But until you've actually made it, don't become, try to make yourself bigger than what you are, because honestly, that's how you will shoot yourself in the foot. Yes. You have that mentality, that entitled mentality, and you just think that you're the best, and you're just not going to settle for this, and this. And sometimes, I'm telling you, the entertainment industry is brutal. It's brutal. They will knock down every dream you have in a second and make you feel like everything you thought and worked hard for was worthless and pointless. And I mean, as bad as it sounds, sometimes it's really necessary, because some people, you like, how the fuck did you even make it? Who told you that you was good? Where, you know what? This is why we have American Idol, and this is why they have us laugh at y'all, because this shit is, who told you this? Who?
But you know, to that point, Gorgeous. Remember when people were like, "Oh my God, why is Simon Cowell mean?" And what you heard from contestants later on down the line. Now, some contestants could not stand Simon, still can't stand Simon to this day, but hopefully they let it go because it's been years now. But what some contestants did say was, Simon was right about me. But when you get into that space of you wanting it, anybody can want a dream. It takes somebody to be about that dream, right? So, it's almost like if Content Idol happened and, Gigi was a judge and I came in the room. Now, of course, that's conflict of interest, but let's just say that Gigi did know me, but she knew me off of social media and watching me and stuff. If she saw me come into the room, she would still criticize me, but I would at least get an easier pass from her because she knows I'm about my shit. So sometimes in Hollywood, you do need those Simon Cowells to be like, why do you exist? I'm not being mean to your mama, but did your mama ever tell you?
Listen, the best way I can put this is, confidence is key, but conceit is killer.
Woo! Let the church say amen.
Okay, so you can have all the confidence. Confidence is great to have, but when you become conceited, that right there is what's going to knock you down. That conceit. Stay confident, stay positive, but also stay humble.
Yes.
But she definitely, I don't feel like that just showed she definitely is not humble. And I don't think that she's had to deal with humility, possibly.
And this show will definitely see the humility out of you, child. If nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, man, why do I feel like she might be like that one lady? Who was it? Rose, that she felt like Hussein took away her joy when it was up to when she had her own autonomy in the journey. I don't know why I have those vibes about Christina, but that's just what it's giving me. But
Yeah, I still want to see what's going to happen. Let's see if she could change it around. But if she's still stuck with this, conceited way, no, she's not going to make it too far.
Not at all. So then we have Devon. He is 38, a university project manager at the University of Michigan. And, I think he's about his business. I just didn't really get a big read on him. Now, I will say this. In one of the conversations, I think it was Emily, she said that he was doing too much with his hands and stuff like that. And then Dominique talked about his fashion choices. he wore dress pants and a button-up shirt. And not to mention too, like, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be real to Dominique and to Emily. If y'all had it together, why are y'all on national TV trying to find love? Hand gestures? Gigi, how many times have you seen me on Virtual Tour Live?
Quite a few.
Do I not use hand gestures while I'm explaining stuff sometimes?
Yeah.
But does that make me less than a man?
No.
Thank you. Like, come on now. Like, I just, damn. But I couldn't get a big read on, but I felt like those two things were a little.
And then the Ashley girl, I think her name was saying how his voice was the same one who's talking about his hand gestures was saying how his voice was girly or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear it whenever he was talking.
No.
And the hand gestures that he was doing didn't seem like they were like, too big of a deal. No. Now, would I say that he might not have been the most entertaining or could have been a little bit on the boring side? Yeah. I could understand if they said like, hey, he's just not my type because, conversation just wasn't going anywhere, or, he just didn't seem too interesting. Whatever, fine. Like, that all makes sense. But yeah, the hand gestures, like, and then his talking about he looked like he was coming to church or going to Bible study, whatever she said, like, that was just too much.
Yeah, I'm just like, and not to mention too with Dominique, it's like you don't even want to talk about your exes, which every woman and man has the right not to talk about their exes. That's not the issue here. But if you don't want to talk about your exes, but you talking about this man dressing for Sunday school, well, I mean, he looked respectable to me. You think he's gonna come on national television with some loud ass outfit on? Really? Yeah. Okay. Q. What did you think of Devon?
I didn't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? A lot of times, the older you get, you kind of realize what matter and what don't matter. The mature you get, you realize what matter and what don't matter. You know what I'm saying? The man was dressed decently. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't dressed like he was 17. He was dressed like a grown man. Nowadays, if you want him to wear a bunch of chains and have a whole bunch of other accessories along the way, it's nothing. But you can tell who's ready to love, who's ready to get cut. You know what I'm saying? Talking like that, you're ready to get eliminated. You know what I'm saying? Because
that part.
You're not open to the process. Mm-hmm. This is how he dressed one day, might not be how he dressed tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I can't lie. This ain't woman in my life that have upgraded me. Okay, you should try this and try this and try that. And vice versa. I'm like, yeah, you should try this and try that. You know what I'm saying? So being open to the process is one thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't shut down just because this man dressed like an adult.
That part.
And it's so crazy because, see, if it was on the other side and they would have said something like, oh, well, I could see her waist trainer through her dress and her chest looked like she couldn't breathe. Like, then they'd be like, oh, my God, I think I'm the best looking woman here. How could you say that about me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
bingo.
So how can you sit there and judge this man on what he's dressed like when that could be said for you, but it would be taken totally different because you think that you're, because you think you look good. He thinks he looks good too. Let him live.
Yes.
At least he's comfortable.
Right.
He's comfortable and able to breathe. If he wanted to, he could squat down. You couldn't.
That part.
If he wanted to take a deep breath, he could. You couldn't.
Because I don't think there was any tape on any of the ladies. I don't think. Not that I saw.
Well, there was a couple, but I mean, it's neither here nor there.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, but that's why I liked it though, because I was like, listen, this is natural. Because listen, waist trainers are a thing. I need to get a waist trainer. Okay, I'm about to start wearing one just because I'm losing a lot of weight. So I'm like, hey, let me get this waist trainer going. Hey, cool. I'm gonna be like the waist trainer,
But be
Waist
but be
trainer women.
but be respectful with that, because also too there have been studies that it does crush, your
Oh yeah,
organs and
yeah,
around. So everything in moderation. You know what I mean? So.
right, right. But I'm saying though, the whole fact is the judgment. Like if you're judging off of a person's personality, like Emily, her personality was so, like I said, dull and just um judgmental.
Yes.
That right there is why she ended up being in the bottom four.
Hmm.
You know, that right there, everyone gave basically the same judgment about her. Like
Yeah.
there really wasn't anything good to say. So, and then to see like the shock on her, their faces. Okay, you guys said this about the men. Did y'all not think that they would say these things about y'all too?
Hmm.
Like it's process of elimination. So trust and believe they have opinions you know, just like y'all do.
No, absolutely. Absolutely indeed. So Lauren here, 6 foot, tall drink of water. Um, Lord Jesus. She's a boy mom and she's a realtor. Um, man. Q, what are we gonna do, man? Like, listen, be you gonna be rich and famous, and like, hey, bro, what should I do? Well, what's going on? It's this fine realtor. Is she open up doors or she open up your soul? Well, she's opening up both. Well, hell, just stay right there. I'm in the area, Q. I'm on my way. Like, because this realtor right here, Lord Jesus. Um, she and Q would come through and support me, vice versa. So tall drink of water. Um, she definitely has a personality. Um, she has a thing about height. Apparently, because one of the guys was allegedly a little bit shorter than her, but not like short. But I do remember in the preview, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, that I think Lauren wanted to see like a guy's shoe size for anatomy purposes, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that was
Yeah, I
Lauren.
wanted to see his hand.
Yes, his hands.
That was
Thank
that
you.
her? You sure that was her? You talking about toward the showing the next season? I mean the next
Yeah,
show?
that was her.
Yeah, I believe that was her.
Yeah, because she's the same one who was talking about how she wants to know basically your anatomy because she wants to know if it's gonna fit. She says she don't want no Escalade, but she also, she don't want no minivan either.
Yeah, she doesn't like sedans.
Yeah, so
But
she says she needs to know.
the thing about it is for her, um, she coming there 6 foot, 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times guys are more open to
Hmm.
women's height, no matter what size shape. You know what I'm saying? Guys are a little more open. But her being as tall as she is, um, a short king might be for her. If she's open to the process. You never know.
Right.
Short king got might got what she needs. You know what I'm saying? So she needs to be a little more open to the process. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, she's gonna find herself on the other side of the board.
No, I fully agree with you, bro. I think that I don't think that she's a bad personality on the show. I think she just wants what she wants, and maybe she just hasn't been able to find it. So maybe this process is forcing her to kind of break that wish list. Maybe that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm a little bit with her. Then we have Ashley, who's a personal trainer. Ashley, she's a little something something, my lord, personality wise, and she is a personal trainer. She has her own gym and she does body sculpting. um I'm sure that will probably be a date later on this season. But I'm definitely a firecracker for sure, and very gorgeous as well.
Let's see another one. I'm saying that's open to the process. First thing comes to my mind is I need somebody with money. I need this. I need that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So you gotta really be open to the process. And
Right.
I'm trying to say, if you knew, if you If if what you wanted was out there, you would already have had it.
That part.
You wouldn't even be on the show. If that was the case. You know what I mean? If that
No,
was the
fully
case.
agree.
Yeah. Yeah,
What else?
that's true. I agree with that. Like I think she's open to the process of finding love on a reality show, not necessarily the true process of finding love.
Mm-hmm.
Because I also think in a lot of ways, like some of these people, even if it's not necessarily to find love on the show, is to put themselves out there to find love regardless.
Correct.
This right here is bigger than putting yourself out there just on the internet, just going through a dating site. Because dating site might be limited to your area. Or even if you expand it to somewhere else, it still might not reach as many people. But being on television, you get to look your best, people get to see you, they get to kind of see what kind of personality you have and form an opinion. You join fans. Next, you're semi-famous. People are wanting you more. So this is also another form of dating. Even though you're not there to find your person on the show, you're still there to find a person in the process of getting yourself out there.
Absolutely. Without question. You're right, because there have been times where after it's all said and done, your DM blow up, depending on how you move. But it also depends on if you drunk Combav coffee throughout the season or not. With Combav creamer in it.
Yeah,
Sugar,
but
that's here or there. Go ahead.
Because some
like
of them, a lot of them, they start with no followers, nothing.
Yes.
Next, they come on the show, they have followers, they got, channels. Now they're venturing out and doing stuff they wasn't doing before. So, I mean, yeah, it's just another opportunity of networking.
Yeah.
exactly. But another thing that it does is it really shows you. You know what I mean? It really does. If you really
Yes.
take the process serious, I'm pretty sure you can gain something from it. You know what I mean? Um, as far, as far as in your love life as well, you gotta take the process serious, even though it's benefits that come from the show. But
Mm-hmm.
make sure that you're there for the right reason, and also you can benefit from it. But just lead with your best foot forward, and be open to the process. You know?
Yeah. No, absolutely, fully agreed. And then we have Darius here, 40 years old, exotic car owner, and also banquet hall owner. So I am sure, Gigi, I'm saying this very sarcastically, I'm sure Will Packer and nephew Tom was like, hey, listen, can we use your banquet hall for some date scenes for some for this season?
Right.
We got a budget, but since you own a banquet hall, you know what I'm saying, we'll give you a good edit.
All right. We'll definitely look out. Yeah.
I'm being facetious when I say that, but at this point, 2025, with so much in budgets being cut, y'all, that could legitimately happen. Absolutely.
Yeah, with him, like he said, he's the king of the city. Everybody knows him and calls him the king. Okay.
Sound like red.
Sound like red.
I was thinking that for more events, but yeah, good point.
But yeah, he just, I don't know. Something about him just seems.
But if you the king of the city and you own a dating show, is it really that hard to find him? With all the, you know, with everything that you feel like you are, and you on a dating show. You know what I'm saying? So that's hold up. So everything that you have and who you are is not good enough to find somebody and you know it's the king in the city?
Right.
Man, let's be real.
No, fair point. Very fair point. So then we get to this part. This is where nephew Tommy comes in. This one right here. Oh my! I cannot wait till we get to her because she beat a fucking fence around me every day. But this is where nephew Tommy is talking to all the people. And this brother right here, he has something that I don't think we've ever seen on Ready to Love. I think he has vitiligo, y'all. If you notice and his name is Ricky, by the way, everybody. If you notice in Ricky's confessionals, he has a bit of white on him, and I believe that's vitiligo. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it is. I don't think we've ever
Yeah,
seen
that's
it
what it
already.
looks like. Yeah.
So I thought that was very big to showcase, like we talked about the
Hmm.
of people dating. I mean, Winnie Harlow, one of the biggest vitiligo models in the world. You know what I mean? So this was the first half here, and here's the second half here. Now, nephew Tommy said we're doing it old school, and we're having all the singles there. And Q, I'm in full agreement with you. I loved this because it set the competition off right then and there. Um, and not to mention too, like we talked about, that's happening a little bit later. Um, because remember when I talked about the golden jar and how each week the women and men can keep power and stuff, but everybody has to vote, with their vote and put it in the jar, and then everybody sees the elimination in front of them. That kind of happened with nephew Tommy a little bit, because nephew Tommy goes around and will tell you the choices here that got up for elimination. Maybe not, but we'll get to that. But nephew Tommy talked to all of them, the men and the women. So what did y'all think of this opening shot of nephew Tommy having all 20 singles there this season instead of 10 now? Five men, five women, and then meeting the other five men and five women later. What did y'all think of this first shot of
It
Tommy?
shows what we're doing different this season in a new place, because starting off already, we're, instead of it being separated like that, it's everyone being able to mingle and meet each other all at one time, and it being more like a group thing. I feel like it shows a lot with the show this season.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't love it. Also, I'm glad they brought it back, but on the back end of it, if you're gonna do 20 people, right, it's gonna be hard to put all 20 people on one episode. So I really feel like if they would either extend the first mixer, maybe the whole show this and a little bit of the second show, or let the first show be at least an hour and a half, so you kind of get familiar with all the cast. You know what I'm saying? Because you really just got small snippets of everybody, and some snippets really didn't draw any people do a lot of people in the justice. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
really wish that they would either extend it a little longer or just go the whole first episode in the corner of the next episode. And I think that right there would give everybody a better, it's kind of hard, since the people, a
So do
lot of
you?
times,
No, go ahead.
go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
bro.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Fish, brother. I'll come right after you.
A lot of times, what you want to do is with your audience, you're trying to get the audience connected to casting. And a lot of times when you watch TV, that's why you got favorite players and favorite, influencers and stuff like that, because they're relatable. So you're trying to find somebody that's going to keep you watching the show. You know what I mean? So once we find your key element, what you like on the show, you know what I'm saying? You can now support that person. You know what I mean? And keep tuning in for that person.
Yeah.
You
No,
know that.
absolutely. So with that being said, good sir, a very articulate point as always you do. Do you feel like, and Gigi, you can chime in on this too, gorgeous. Do you feel like Q and Gigi that maybe it could have been a 2-hour season premiere, because The Bachelor on ABC is 2 hours, but then again they've been on for over 30 seasons, or it should have been a part one, this Friday, and then part two of the mixer next Friday.
Agreed. Part one and part two. That'd have been perfect.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Part one and part two. But
oh,
also, um, I wonder, not doing a part two, I don't know what other curveballs he's gonna bring, because those are essentially 2 episodes, Let's leave you the length of the show. 10, 12 episodes.
Yeah,
Not the most.
usually it's about 10 to 12, sometimes 13 episodes. Yes.
Yeah. So I guess they're gonna be more content with the cast instead of the introduction. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get a lot more volume after the fact of
Yeah.
content, a lot more content, a lot more dates, stuff like that along the way.
Right. G, what's your take on
Yeah, it definitely could have possibly just been a, 2-hour introduction. Um, you know, but also I wonder, with there being 4 eliminated at the end with the
child?
surprise, how
Right.
many's really gonna stay? Are you gonna keep all 4 and we stay, maintain 20 for, the next week?
Mm-hmm.
How, I want to see how this is going to play out.
Oh, that's very true because if we all remember Sahara from last season, she really got a second chance. And she was Black Jetta to say, screw all these people that vote for me. And somehow Sahara took that inch and made it a mile. And she turned it around where it was to the point where I had to admit to Q and Gigi that they were right on her. Took a long while, though, ladies and gentlemen. Took a long damn while. But with that being said, to Gigi's point, could this be a second chance for all 4 of them? And then maybe at the end of that episode, maybe it will be only 2 people to leave.
Yeah, I'm wondering how this is going to play out. That's because how it cut off, I was like, we just could have figured this out and went ahead and,
Yeah.
either did the eliminations and move forward. But yeah, are we going to keep them all and then see how they move forward? Because if we look at it as what it shows, like what's going to happen later on. Hold on.
No, you're good. You are fine.
Sorry, guys.
I know you're good. You're good.
But no, just seeing how, we see like what they said's to come in the season. We see Emily and Dominique still in the seasons. And
Right.
I even think Richie was still there. So most likely Devon's probably going to go, unfortunately.
Wasn't he in the preview of the season? Was that just me?
I don't remember really too much seeing him in the preview.
Or maybe that was Chris.
Yes, I think that was Chris.
Okay. Hey, well, one thing about it, shout out to I think this is the first curveball we've seen like this on the first episode. You know what I mean? This is the first curveball we've seen like this on the first episode. So I'm really anxious to know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? We really never seen nothing like this.
Yeah, I mean, 4 people.
And last season, there really wasn't any curveballs. It didn't seem like it. Besides the fact of Sahara and the other one being able to stay, the first time, but then eventually getting eliminated. But there wasn't really too many curveballs like that that we've seen. Now, the first, couple seasons that we started doing the recaps for, there were quite a few curveballs. He even had had his, the baseball in his hand.
Yes.
But yeah, so to start off this one and to have a curveball like that, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out.
No, absolutely. And not to mention, too, one of those curveballs was in the middle of the season, where new people came into the middle of the show. So, like to have 4 people from the jump eliminated potentially was huge. I'm like, wait, am I seeing this episode right? Like, I would think, 1 male and 1 female, which may end up happening for the next episode. And then everybody, pitches for their life. But yeah, that was a huge curveball. And that wasn't even a real curveball. It was just, no, this is what it is. So yes, indeed. So we have Enchante Mademoiselle. That's not her real name. I'm being facetious. But we have Enchante 31, a salon owner and a vegan chef. She is quite interesting because she said that, men say to her, oh, she's cute, she's bubbly, she's this, that, third. And she said, well, it's the sharp tongue rather. I could be a sugar lump, but then I could be a jalapeno pepper. I'm like, oh no, please tell me we're not gonna have Sahara energy with her. Like, you have metaphors that only make sense to you. Did Sahara have a candle line after the show aired and you bought a candle from Sahara? Like, what's going on here?
But I'm gonna tell you one thing about it, and that's the blow part about it is statements like that. I know my tongue can be this, or I know my tongue can be that. You know what I'm saying? Being ready to love is one thing. It's about learning to control your emotions. Not saying you gotta be perfect, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times you don't lead with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you gotta do a better job of presenting yourself. That don't have to be your lead mantra. Like so evidently your tongue got you where you at right now on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because hopefully, like we can learn, hopefully be in a position where we can learn how to control our tongue so we can get the best outcome. You know what I'm saying? So let's do what we gotta do so we can be put in that situation.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But that also goes into, what I've actually talked about before is sometimes it just takes being in the right relationship. Because even though she might, have a mouth on her and it might be, lethal, sometimes it takes the right person to control that attitude. Because what she thinks that mouth can do, there's somebody else whose mouth is worse or knows how to control that shit.
You ain't never lied.
And sometimes when you find your person, some of that shit, like even certain issues you had, your depression might go away, high blood pressure that went down, you don't have, your hair's growing back, nails growing long, gaining weight. Like a good relationship will change a person. Sometimes, you can work on yourself and just keep on working, and some things it just doesn't seem like anything's right or anything's working, but it takes for the right person to come in and actually help to build on that. So what she's feeling like is, something bad right now. It just takes the right person that can actually deal with it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, very well said. And for some of the other dates, y'all, so Nicole is 35 and is a lecturer and university lecturer, and she has a crush on Ed. Now, here's how crazy that situation is, right? Nicole and Ed actually went to college together, and she had a crush on Ed. And it seemed like Ed was feeling something for her. Then we had Vince, 42, service technician, and he is about his lightheartedness and comedy. And he goes to the gym, and he does comedy, like I said. Lauren said that he was like a Chris Rock. Devon likes Ashley. So Devon, the guy that you all saw earlier, likes Ashley. No kids, but wants kids. Doesn't mind that. So, and then Ashley has a Yorkie, so she's a dog mama. They can be very territorial. My Lord Jesus. Ashley is not here for Devon's hand gestures. We talked about that earlier. And then Dominique and Emily were in Cougar Town, and they both liked it. And so then we had Nicole. Her first impression of Darius was very good. Dominique liked Darius as well. So Darius was a very popular person. Shannon is a registered nurse, 33 years old. Let me go back to, where is it? This picture right here. trying to see. So this guy is Vince right here. Then this is Monique. This is Enchante there. That's Steven. That's Devon. That's Diamond. That's Dominique. That's Shard, I think, or Chad something. Chad.
Shanna.
I believe so. I believe so.
The picture and name should be there. So once we go forward, we'll be able to get their names.
Understood. So then Darius is like in Enchante, which is right here. And she's a mother and she loves to travel. And Darius was raised in Germany, and Ashanti loves Miami. Now, this next person here, his name is Ricky, 38, tattoo shop owner. So it looks like he does have vitiligo. He seems to hold his own. He's a thrill seeker. As you get older, you don't want to do other stuff, but let me tell you something. What is one 38 to one may be a different 38 to another, because there's some 38-year-olds that they'll go out there. Okay, there's some 50-year-olds that they'll go skydiving. You know what I mean? But I think it's everything in moderation. So he seemed kind of cool. I think he's just trying to find his way. What did you guys think of Richie?
I think Richie know who he is, but he needed the right person to be by him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's just who he is. He's exciting. You know what I'm saying? He likes thrills. He likes motorcycles. But when you're talking to older women, you know what I mean, there may not be so quick to want to be a part of that, because a lot of times association come with, they like, the older you get, the more settled you become. You know what I'm saying? You're not really open to try a whole bunch of crazy things, because a lot of things come with injury. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can see why old girl was not so particular with him. That just really strike a match on him. You know what I mean? But hopefully he stays on the show. I think he'll be a curveball, but I just don't see him last season.
Yeah, same. And not to mention too, you had the Playboy tattoo, which he said that was for his brother. I'm just like, to Emily, like, this is the first time me and this dude, like, give him a chance. Like, you so if everybody who wears a Playboy bunny tattoo or a Playboy bunny pin or as a magazine, they are about it. What the hell?
I mean kind of, yeah. It definitely, there's definitely a significance to it. That's why, especially when it comes to tattoos, you got to be careful what you get tattooed on you, because tattoos do have meaning, and when people see that stuff, a lot of times you are judged on it. So to have that, and the first excuse, he did admit, like, hey, well, maybe at one point in time in my life, I was a Playboy, but this is actually for my brother, even though Emily was not there for it at all.
Not at all.
I feel like it didn't matter what he said. She just wasn't feeling him anyway. So it wouldn't have mattered if he didn't ride motorcycles, like to be in the library and, sip bubble tea. Or milk tea, whatever. I don't know.
No, exactly right. It seemed like just his existence was a crime. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And not to mention too, what if you get to know him later on down the line? Because this process has changed many people. It's changed many connections. So the person you think that you don't like, you actually may end up liking them. What if you actually meet his brother and his brother's like, actually, they do call me Playboy. Then you're gonna look dumb. Like, everything is open to interpretation. You know what I mean? Just because I have a Mickey Mouse pin on me doesn't mean I'm a child. I just like Disney. Like, it's the first meeting. Like, damn, really? Good Lord.
I think everybody's so focused nowadays on the red flag. Red flag, red flag, red flag. You know what I mean? If we change the mantra, let's do a balance. Let's find a red flag and a green team. You know what I mean? We're so focused on the negative side of things. But might I add, like Gigi said, you gotta kind of be mindful of the stuff you put in your body because you know,
True.
ain't no telling. You know what I mean? If I see it, I'm kind of like, well, a grown man with a Playboy on his wrist that want somebody can see that
Right.
easily. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna raise flags. I can't lie to you. That's something I wouldn't have never done.
No, I fully agree. It's going back to the polyamory thing from last season. But hey, we saw, Fritz and Sharice, they are apparently working through something, you know what I mean? But also, too, that was a period of time where they got to know each other for them, you know what I mean?
Right, but with the whole tattoo thing, that goes into even with the other guy when it came to Dominique and seeing her tattoos and questioning her because he said that her cover up was terrible. He could still see the name through the cover
Right.
up, and you know what I'm saying. So like that was the whole thing. So it
Yeah.
wasn't like it was just Richie. Like that, it happened. So
Yes.
that's why you definitely have to be mindful of it. But like I said, then again, when it comes to Emily, I don't feel like she was just really interested in him anyway.
Yes.
But I mean, he does, especially him being someone with vitiligo and being on the show, shows that hey, he's at least confident in himself enough to come on the show. But I mean, he's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But
Right.
I just don't feel like I don't like the demeanor that she had. And it wasn't even discipline; it was just how she had it. Period. The eye rolls,
Yes.
just the blank face, no smiles, just
Very displacing.
yeah.
Very displacing. Now, let me tell you something. This woman's smile here, my Lord Jesus, and she's a mathematician. And let me tell you something. I said to my mom, I'm like, you know what? I'm really tired of these standardized tests and stuff like that. She was like, well, you may marry a mathematician. I'm like, I ain't marrying no mathematician now. This one might change my mind because she seems like this nerdy girl who's a freak on the low. Okay, I mean, just the dress was dressing, the hair was hairing, and her and Vince, it was just like he was just taken aback, like, oh wow, okay, I laugh all the time, but you're actually intelligent. It was like a Beauty and the Geek type of thing, but I really felt from their small interaction, I really felt that there
Ah,
was something. Listen, I mean, I would purposely fail just to stay after class, and she was my professor. Good Lord Jesus. So me plus your phone equals you able to call me. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not doing that type of math. My bad. My bad, Donna. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad. Listen. But I really do feel like Vince and Donna could be potentially something there because it felt like a genuine interaction with them. So what did you guys think of Donna and Vince and Donna as a person?
I I definitely like Donna, um, especially the fact that she's a mathematician because I love math. Like my husband knows how much I love math. But yeah, to actually see her come in and 'cause we haven't seen that on the show, like you know, a black mathematician.
Yes.
How often do you see that happening? So I'm definitely here for her. I am hoping that she finds her person. Her and Vince, I think, could actually be good together. I even see her and Steven,
Mm-hmm.
possibly, but or no, is it Steven? I think it was Steven. But yeah, I feel like she's definitely a good person. She's beautiful. She's confident. So looking forward to seeing what she brings throughout the season and how love finds her, if it
Yes.
does.
Yes, indeed. So Q, you and me have math class on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Good sir. No, I'm joking. Go ahead, Q. My dumb ass. Go ahead.
I ain't lying. I'm in the front row. I ain't lying. Tell you. Front. Oh, home room. I'm there.
Listen, you be in the front row. I'll be the teacher's assistant. No, let me stop playing. Go ahead, give it your
I'm
opinion.
gonna take that class. That's one class I'm gonna come on. I'm telling you. But one thing I do, I like her presentation, and that's really dope. You know what I'm saying? She became very modest, nothing too overwhelming. You know what I mean? Just she
Yes.
seemed down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Had a great conversation with old boy. Hopefully that's the start of something that they can nurture and become something more. Um, so I'm really high on her. You know what I'm saying?
No,
We can buy a
absolutely.
drink. All right, come
Wait,
on.
say that. Oh, okay. He's in dad mode. All good there. All good. So we got Diamond here, 34, an attorney. It seems like she's a divorce attorney because one of the things she said was, I know how to take your money. I know how to get things 50-50, which is like, no. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on now. What's your perspective on marriage? My Lord. Definitely is a one-of-one personality. For sure. So I would say interesting, if nothing else. What did y'all think of Diamond?
Yeah, interesting is the word. Um, I'm not quite sure about her yet. So,
She the attorney, right?
Yeah, she's the
mhm.
attorney. Yes.
I didn't really get nothing.
I was gonna say I'm waiting to see more. I'm gonna have to stay reserved on her for a minute.
Okay. Same. Absolutely same.
Yeah,
Um.
I didn't really
No,
get
go ahead.
nothing from her. I was saying, I mean, me and Gigi on the same page. I really didn't get nothing from her. She didn't really, I didn't really get a beat on her. Yeah, I really didn't get a beat on her. They really didn't give her too much time. And she wasn't even on the bottom. You know what I mean?
No.
You know how you know
Yeah,
how
she.
the show is a lot of times. They kind of really put emphasis on people who really going to be eliminated. She wasn't really, she didn't really get that much airtime.
Right. And hello, Reaper 228. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. We're just talking some Ready to Love. Glad to have you here. Yes, indeed. So before that, let me read some other notes here. So we talked about Christina and Steven already. Chris, who is a chef, 42 years old. And like I said before, he's a chef. Him and Emily talk. Emily is about work, and she's trying to scale back. Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all feel like, now, let me tell you something. Anytime you get into a field that it's very competitive, you should be about your shit always, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you've done the work. Do
Agree.
y'all feel like
Totally
Chris?
agree. Totally agree.
Absolutely. Do y'all feel like Chris, though, led a little too forcefully with the fact that he was a chef? Because it seemed like, and now y'all, reality shows, they tape about good 12 hours on a good day, 14 hours on a bad day, right? But sometimes they'll do 3-hour shoots, take a hour, 30-minute break, and then they'll do another 3-hour shoot. It depends on how they break up the hours. So there's more on the cutting room floor. There is a reason why it's called the cutting room floor. But do y'all believe that he led a little too forcefully with him being a chef? Or was that just me? Because there wasn't really anything personality-wise about him. I know this is just the first episode, but still.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
another one I
I didn't
reserved
really
too.
listen to him talk to old girl. He had a conversation and he seemed pretty level headed. You know what I'm saying? To me, right now he seemed pretty level headed. He did put a lot of emphasis on his career and how he's moving. I opened up this many restaurants and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But a lot of them, that seemed like the mantra of them leading with their occupation. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I got this, I do this, I do this, I do that. Maybe they're trying to assess everybody or different cast members and see, if their lives could line up. But you hear a lot on
Sure.
I got a car business. I got this. I got a salon. I do celebrity styling. You know what I mean? So
Right.
are you really leading with what you do? You know what I'm saying? Or is that really who you are? You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's what, you know, at the beginning of the show, it seemed like a lot of people are leading with that.
Correct. Correct. And Gigi, what did you say? I thought I heard you, but I want to make sure
Yeah,
that I
no,
heard.
I was just saying, yeah, that was another one. Like, yeah, there was a lot of emphasis on, him being a chef, but of course, that's what a lot of my leading with is, their occupation. But then again, this is another one where I'm kind of just waiting to see more because I don't feel like there was really too much um, given from him to really like put a gauge on where he's at right now.
Right. Understood. So then we have Xavier, who is 43 years old and account executive. Um, I don't think we have. Oh, we do have a picture of him. Okay, we'll get to him in just a little bit. Before that, though, this is Carday. He's an insurance broker, and he was definitely giving Las Vegas energy because he said you gotta have the Carday experience. And it's just like, okay, like like are you like a rent a boyfriend, like basic package, I'll call and text you,
Ah,
boyfriend plus is I'll call, text, and then we'll go out once a week, and then full boyfriend, I'll be your full boyfriend for 6 months. Like what's the Carday experience? That was my main question. I really did get a read on him, although he did have a awkward conversation with Shannon, which who we'll see here in just a little bit. But what did y'all think of Carday and his experience allegedly that we haven't seen yet?
he was so nervous. He was sweating. God bless his little heart. He didn't seem comfortable at all.
Right, that part.
For you to be talking about you got a certain experience that, this is and this. So um hopefully he gets a little bit more comfortable in the process. You know what I mean? I just wish that hairdo matched the suit he was wearing, but that's just me. But he
Agreed.
didn't seem
Oh,
comfortable.
yeah.
He didn't
That's what
seem
I'm
comfortable.
saying. It's just way too nervous. And I don't know what, yeah. Let's just hope it gets better.
Yeah, hopefully, because that was a
Oh,
lot.
look, ping, ping.
That poor little tick tick, y'all ain't right for shit. I love this damn show.
Little thing.
So then we get to Shannon. Very, very pleasant personality. I really like Shannon. She's a registered nurse. And shout out to all the nurses, the CNAs and doctors and everybody in between. Y'all also don't get enough respect and pay for what y'all do. Because personally, if I was president, everybody's student loan debt in the medical field will be canceled. Because without y'all, we can't live for shit. But I thought very pleasant. I think her and Devon had a connection, and I appreciate what Devon said about Shannon is that she seemed to appreciate his quirkiness, and he felt like he could have a space with Shannon. So, what did y'all think about her? I really liked her.
Yeah, she's very likable, very nice smile, very kind. She seems like she's very down to earth, even though she's driven. Um, she's very, you can tell she's intelligent. But yeah, she's accepting because, you know, just like Devon said, like his quirkiness, it doesn't fit with everybody. But for her, her being so open how she is, it made him feel comfortable. So that was a good thing. So I definitely like her and look forward to seeing
And not to
what
mention,
she's going to bring.
to add to this, she is a midwife, and also too, she has went to school for 14 years for not one, not two, but 5 different degrees, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got somebody here who has done more than enough, for sure. Q, what's your take?
I like it. Real chill, pretty mellow. Um, and it's like a lot of these cast members. It's so difficult right now to really get a beat on. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
not enough information. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, versus people who were on the elimination block. They got a lot of screen time. So I guess
Yeah.
she want. We just got to get to know her more.
Yeah.
So we got to get to know her more. That's it.
Yeah. No, fully agreed. So then we already talked about Chris here. Just gotta get more of a read on him. I think we all kind of came to that agreement, right? I believe. Hello?
Yeah, definitely got to get more of a read.
Okay.
There wasn't too much.
Gotcha.
And
So
we
then
say NA or more info. You know what I'm saying?
you know what?
NA.
You know what I thought? Not that, but I thought not applicable. That's the first thing I thought of when you said.
For real, there's not
I'm,
enough information, man.
I'm
But
sorry.
like we were saying, it's kind of hard for them to, they need a longer episode to get familiar with folks.
Yes, absolutely, without question. And by the way, I know we joked about Darius and his banquet hall, but if you don't think, hey, listen, hey Chris, can we also use your restaurant for some dating scenes this season?
I
like,
ain't lie.
like if the craft services table goes down, can your restaurant just can y'all do catering?
Right, because he definitely emphasized the fact that he was opening restaurants today.
Yeah,
Like,
I hope they
at
ain't
that
spend all
moment.
that. I hope they ain't spend all
So,
that money on that first scene. I hope they didn't spend the whole budget on the first scene because that first scene was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, yes, it was a very iconic location. It was one of the Ford plants, and also too, shout out to Detroit. Q, before you got here, we actually played the Chrysler Detroit commercial with Eminem because I'm just like, this is Detroit, so we gotta do it right. And the way they have revived that city so well, and then of course I brought out a new theme song. I'll send you the link, and Gigi got to hear it, and she thought it was fire. So can't wait for you to hear that. But the way that they are really allowing Detroit to be a part of the season is just well done, just well done. And then finally we have Xavier here, 43, senior account executive. Gigi, did you really have to get this shot like this? It looked like he's sleeping in his confession.
when I say that my camera was not trying to work with me, I got the shot that I could. When I finally got, I was like, listen, I'm moving on. However he looks,
But they do like he dozing off. I ain't gonna lie to you.
right.
Oh my God. So, with that being said, I don't think I was able to get a read on Xavier too much. I think he led with his career as well, but it really wasn't too much of a read. What did y'all think besides the fact that we know he loves to sleep from time to time?
Right, he got the Detroit doze going.
I think he need a little seasoning too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
He need a little seasoning. He
Okay,
had that one conversation with old girl, and it was kind of dry.
with Lauren.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was kind of dry.
Yeah.
Unless like you said, they're only showing what you're giving them. He might have had a little bit more interesting points, but they didn't show none of that. So
Yeah, because I think the conversation with him and Lauren, it was a point where she wanted to see him turn around, it was dead on arrival after that conversation, just like with Shannon and Carday. It was awkward and dead on arrival as well. So, so yeah, very, very interesting. I think we just got to see more developed with Xavier. Now, I will say this, and by the way, there wasn't really a lot of food, but and Gigi's not really going to be able to stand this question, but is he more bland than bland chicken?
I was already going to say it, mayo and chicken. Mayo is not a seasoning.
Boy,
and he looks like he could be the brother.
Yeah, that's smoked mayo. You know what I'm saying? That's
not you doing smoke. Now you stop it right now. We're not going to do Kraft and Hellman's like that. Okay, those are very good brands. Not you saying smoke.
Not smoked mayo. That's crazy. Yeah,
smoked chicken with mayo. That's exactly what that was. No seasoning or nothing.
Well, wait a minute. In the words of Patrick, can mayonnaise at least be an instrument?
Nah, that's what mustard for.
You know what
mustard for. Mustard the I have mustard for.
Well, if mustard's an instrument, then I guess Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce is a saxophone. Then hell, don't make no damn sense. See, this is
hey, hold on. Now let's talk about Sweet Baby Ray now. Let's talk about Sweet Baby Ray. I took it there, carry the show now. I'm trying to tell you, get the right one, carry the show.
That part. Oh my God. See, this is where we are. We go from a man sleeping on his confessional to smoked mayo and chicken. the range of how we are on this damn show. My Lord Jesus. Now, Lord, what was your camera doing today? Was Dominique sleeping when nephew Tommy called her out?
It was doing everything with what it needed to.
Oh my God. Nothing but love to Gigi's camera and to Gigi, y'all. We're being facetious and having a good time. But as you can see, Dominique, Emily, which I mean, my Lord Jesus, it looked like the moon is rising out of her. I mean, my Lord Jesus, that look. Just, I mean, I know nephew Tommy got glasses. You know what I mean? So just, baby, listen. I was looking at her the whole time. I was looking at her eyes. Okay. And then you had Devon and somehow Ricky fell asleep too. Good damn, y'all. Shit.
How did you realize that shit? Listen, I don't know what happened to my camera, but yeah, evidently it was a doze off. It started to get real tiring at the end. It was tired of it.
So basically, with that being said, these four got up for eliminations. And nephew Tommy said, your journey's not over. So that was pretty much the end of the episode. And then the preview before that. Sorry, y'all. So Tommy talks to the ladies. Darius for Ashley. Let me see. Donna for Vince, Diamond, Cardi, and Ed, Dominique, Bello, and Steven. Ashley was for Chris. Dominique was I put Ashton or something to that degree. Ed was Nicole, Cardi, Shannon, Vince, Donna, and Lauren. Devon is Estina, Christina, and Ashley. And it was a funny moment with nephew Tommy because he was like, wait, her name is Christina. I'm like, not nephew Tommy trying to keep his check. He was like, no, listen, her name is Christina. No, it's actually Stina. Wait, who's showing their name? What did y'all think of the interactions that nephew Tommy had with everybody when it came to the eliminations? Because I thought that was hilarious. I think this was the first time in a couple of seasons that he's actually went around to the cast and asked them what they actually thought.
First and foremost, shout out to nephew Tommy. I heard he battled with cancer for a little bit.
Amen.
He's still moving forward. So you really don't see him as much as we would like to throughout I know the last season we really didn't see him as much as we didn't like to. Hopefully we see him a lot more.
Yes.
Because he's always a bright spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
So shout out to him. And I think he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Always very lighthearted. But when it comes to making these difficult decisions, he's always a cornerstone. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And giving people advice on how to make their choices and bring out, you know what I mean, brings and really show he listens very well and gives good feedback. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. He always does a great job with that.
Yeah, he's the host and has been the host for a reason on the show. So
exactly.
Yeah. And we talked about that last season with a very pivotal moment with Cisco and Tay. Of course, if you don't know, Cisco and Tay did not stay together. A very shocking ending to the reunion. But before that happened, nephew Tommy gave Cisco some encouragement about how nephew Tommy's wife, helped him and carry the load, and now look at him now. He doesn't have to, make his wife do anything. And I think I think you, Gigi, and Q remember this, that I talked about his hosting style in that moment where it was basically a handing of the baton to Cisco. And I think you said, Gigi, in a couple of comments, I believe, that, nephew Tommy seems like he doesn't want to be there or he's leaving as the host. And we talked about how this show needs that type of grown host where, depending on the show, you need an engaging host. So, for example, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Regis was there for 15 questions and he was there the whole time. But with nephew Tommy, he's more of a conduit for your experience. And you need somebody that understands that, hey, we 30, 40, and 50. We ain't got time to play house because we're trying to create life. So yes, indeed.
Bro, that very well said. Very well said. Very well said. I couldn't articulate the word to even say that. Very well said. He is very much like a conduit. Very much.
Yeah.
You done a great job, by the way, my boy. You done a great job. Great job.
I happen to know a little something about hosting. I ain't nephew Tommy level, but I hold my own.
Great job. Take a bow.
Thank you, good sir. Thank you. Yes, indeed. By the way, I wanted to correct the record. Darius, it was Enchante. For her. Gigi, did you want to comment on what I said, and then I'll get to the not good impressions, and then we'll.
No, I fully agree with what you said. Yeah, we've all agreed that Tommy is definitely nephew Tommy is the host and has been the host since day one, and I feel like Will Packer knew what he was doing when he had him host this show, and this is also why the show has been so successful.
Yes. Absolutely. So then we get to
another thing. One of his mentors, a big brother, is Steve Harvey.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Steve had, helped him get in the door, or was a part of that. I'm pretty sure, but
you're right in some way, because if you guys remember, the Think Like a Man movie series was produced by Will Packer.
Yeah.
So that could have been an opening there. So very well said, Q. Very well said.
And guess what? He's on the morning show with Steve Harvey.
Yes.
So,
which I don't know if they do Ready to Love recaps, but I'm just like, you got the host of the #1 black dating show on TV. Like, Monday morning Ready to Love recap, and you can have the contestants, come on the Steve Harvey morning show, and give their take. I mean, I know it's a Steve Harvey morning show, but Steve uses that as a platform for all of his projects, so it only would elevate the platform. You know what I mean? But that's just the me and nerd talking, y'all. So then we get to the not so good impressions. Devon said Ashley and Dominique. Dominique said that that Ricky was too skinny, apparently. So weight is more important than character. Okay, I love how we're starting this season, Dominic. Just brilliant, darling, brilliant. Then Emily. I'm sorry, like we're talking about, hand movements and voices and how somebody dressed, and now we're talking about too skinny. What the fuck is this shit? I don't think Build a Man or Build a Woman exists. I don't think that story exists. Now there's Build a Bear. I know that exists. But then Emily said, Playboy, the Playboy tattoo or the Playboy pen and the thrill was too much. He was a thrill seeker a little too much. Ricky, he's not compromising with his choice, and he's got the right not to compromise. But I think this process will humble him. Disrespectfully and respectfully. Dominique said Sade, Vince, and Ricky. Of course, with Vince, he was asking so many questions about the tattoos, this, that, third. I felt like this. You gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. And I felt like Vince kind of took it a little too far. Like when a woman feels uncomfortable, like just stop. Just stop. And now when Dominique said, "Oh, don't worry, you won't see it." Now, even though she had the right to say that, that was a little harsh, though. You know what I mean? But hey, to each their own. That was her right to say that, just like it was his right to question. Diamond said Bello didn't give a good first impression. Sade, Vince, and Ricky said Dominic. Sorry. So this is the men part. This is the men up here there. Not good impression. So Bello was Diamond, then Devon was Enchante and Emily, and then Lauren was Xavier. So then you had the four singles here. So you had Devon, Ricky, and then you had Dominique and Emily. And then the preview was just the preview for the season. But yeah, that's basically about it. So if we get into the eliminations, do y'all think Nephew Tommy would really do that big of a curveball and eliminate all four? Because he did say your dating journey is not over. Or do y'all think
I don't think he eliminated any of them, actually. And if he did, it was still only. I said I don't think he eliminated any of them because, like I said, in the scene, what's happening for the season, you still see Dominique, you still see Emily, and I think I even seen Richie still, but Devon might be though. I think Devon might be the one that gets eliminated if anybody does get eliminated.
Okay.
And it still might be where one of them where it's like 1-1, like one guy, one girl, instead of all four next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of, it'd have been, if they don't eliminate those four, which I'm pretty sure they're not going to, I don't think we'll have any more, you know how people used to come 3 shows into it, it'd be a curveball, a new person coming. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. If he let those four there ride, I'm pretty sure they're not going to have any curveballs with any new people. I can guarantee it.
You mean no curveballs for the next episode or for the whole season?
Oh, for the whole season, as far as adding new cast members along the way. I don't see that happening this season. If those four are here next week,
yes.
I really don't see new people being added to the show. I don't see it.
Okay. No, I think that makes sense because, like Nephew Tommy said, he would do, the 5 and 5, and that would open curveballs, right? Because we had people that were supposed to be on that never got on, but these are the 20 from the jump. You know what I mean? So I fully agree with you. It looks like from Gigi's excellent analysis that Devon may be eliminated. And By the way, here's a funny for y'all. So y'all remember how nephew Tommy said Ray Love has made endless connections. This is off their Reddit, Ray Love Reddit. Where are they at? Good damn to Reddit, man. Just good damn. Listen, you can make fun of the nephew Tommy for saying where they at with endless connections, but what you cannot make fun of is that the show has been on TV for 11 seasons. You cannot make fun of that. That has actually happened. So, you know.
Bingo, 11 seasons, bro, and ticking.
That
And
part.
ticking. I can see
That
Chicago coming up next.
Yes, Chicago will be up next. And you know what will be really crazy? Like, I remember when Oprah, you know, she did a special message for Love and Marriage Huntsville, and she did a show for you know, Ready to Love when they made to their 100th episode. Can you imagine for the 12th season if, like, hang on, y'all, I got somebody who's gonna motivate y'all about love, and Oprah and Stedman come out and like give the couples advice and stuff. Like, that's basically Oprah's home, essentially. Like, she owns Chicago. So like, imagine Oprah coming on the season premiere of the Chicago season of Ready to Love.
That would be crazy, bro. Because you really don't see Oprah really making too many appearances like that.
Yeah.
For her to do something like that would send the show through the ratings to the roof. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I would love to see Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Because you really don't see her that on TV.
Yeah. And this wouldn't be y'all. She would be there for, you know, the whole season. It would just be for the, you know, the season premiere. You know what I mean? So, but just thinking out loud, because I think that would be cool. Like, you know, you're in Chicago, you ain't really expecting it. It's like, oh my God, like that's actually, oh my, she's here to advise us on love. Like, oh my God, Stedman's here. What the hell? Like. Because if you think about, like, Oprah is multi-generational, you know what I mean? And all of them has seen Oprah in one shape, form, or fashion. So just imagine, you know, that impactful memory happening in the season premiere would be crazy.
Yeah, let's see what they do when they do go to Chicago. But Detroit so far, we don't see. They had a good location. We got to see all the vintage cars. It was a good start, we'll say. Good start.
Yes.
Yes, it's a great start. I feel like we own something this season. We own
Yeah.
something. I do
And
believe we are on something.
absolutely. And did y'all notice how, like, with Philadelphia, we made the show, but with this season premiere, like, the show and us were complimentary of each other. Like, we didn't have to do too much.
Oh yeah, yeah. Us for them, it's gonna be through the roof. You know what I mean? But when we got to carry the show, you know what I mean? It's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I wonder if they just were trying to hurry up and fill a void with throwing that season together. It looked like they took their time. You know what I'm saying, with this season, and they're more. Um, I feel like they want to give a good depiction of Detroit, along with, you don't want to give us the vibe of Detroit and the people. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
really feel like that's what they're trying to do, and they're doing it so far.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I feel like we are in for a wild ride for this season. And I believe that they see it when we see it.
Yeah, I think so.
So it should be very, very interesting. Hopefully we get to talk to some of them. Because we
Right.
have talked to some of the cast members in the back. in previous seasons, rather. So.
I gotta get out of here, guys. But I'm gonna say before I get out of here, I'm gonna vote and give this episode 8 to start off with, and hopefully it stays on that track. But we're gonna see what happens with the rest of the season. But I am out of here, y'all. I will see y'all next week.
All
right, love you, my friend. Good your voice as always. We'll talk soon.
Big dog. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get a show. I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say 7. I like where we started. You know what I'm saying? I like where we started.
And by the way, just to give us a little something. I found a particular Instagram that I want to go over here real quick with your cue. Sir, look at this right here. Look at the thigh right there, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
Who that is?
That's Donna. That's the mathematician, good sir. That's
get out of here.
Ooh, my Lord Jesus.
Get out of here.
Chase.
Chase. Oh, taste and see.
Listen. The coat with nothing underneath, and you don't mind there ain't nothing underneath. Okay. Look. Jesus.
Okay, Donna.
Listen. Where was mathematicians like this at my college, damn it? Shit.
They was there. They just, you know.
They didn't look like her. They
not
did
at all.
Not look like her. I mean, you mean, child, you see this?
I see it.
You know, I know that there's a thing about professor, student relationships. I would have been 18 and not giving no fucks. Okay? I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Shit.
Shoot it. I go ahead and shoot that shot.
I am legal and grown at that point, okay? I am 18.
No matter where that shot fall at, we're gonna shoot it. I'm trying to say.
Let her rob my cradle, my throat, my soul, okay?
You have it all, doesn't it? You can't have it all. Money to cause baby. Oh. Have it all.
Shit, if she don't find something after this damn show, she could become Donna Lee, okay? But I ain't gonna be on the DL with her, okay? I'm gonna be very high key with her, okay?
You got very, you a keeper and she a keeper,
Listen, that part. Babe, how was work today? Oh, great. But you know what? We got a math session tonight. Really? Well, 1 + 1 = 2, right? So we got some math equations to work out tonight.
I'm kind of confused with 1 + 1.
I'm trying to do some algebra and some geometry. I'm trying to create shapes and carry the 1 to the 2 to activate the 3.
I can talk. Don't forget about it. The 2 and the 2.
Solana would do a come on, guys, but like,
come on, guys.
in the same token, like, remember when she like rolled for that dude all season on Ready to Love, Make a Move all season?
Oh yeah.
I mean all season.
That was crazy.
So listen, let us have this, because I mean, like Gigi said, when do you ever see a black scientist, a black technician, a black mathematician, a black technologist? You know what I mean? When do you see somebody of that energy on national TV?
Really don't.
So, that's why we're celebrating her. I mean, the fact that she's gorgeous is just a bonus from God. That's all that is. But also don't hurt either, okay?
That part. That part.
Oh my Lord Jesus. Q, I feel like we're gonna have a very good season, bro. Not that we don't have a good season together when we were together, but I feel like this one's gonna be a ride that we are not gonna mind taking a ride for at all.
Hey man, this the highlight of my week.
Yes, yes,
This the
indeed.
highlight of my week. Sitting down talking to family. I'm about to relax.
Oh,
I'm about to relax and put me a cigar in the air and chill. This the highlight of
y'all,
my
wait a
week,
minute.
man.
I want to show y'all this here. Um, Now I'm gonna read this from a source. This is a very, very sad update here. Let me see if I can open new tab right here. Let me bring this up, and we'll fill GG in on this. I just saw this on a source. So Mr. Robert Ritchie Tats Parham. For those of you who don't know, Robert Ritchie from the cast passed away earlier this year.
No.
Guessing it happened sometime in the early spring. Um, so
Get out of
so
here.
yeah, this is a thing that has happened here. Um,
That's
so
burn.
was just looking up some information just to see if there's anything there, and very sad, very, very
Yes.
sad. To not to end it on a bad note, but I was looking at all the cast IGs and stuff like that, and saw that
Mm.
update. And this is a family member that tagged. It says here, his tagged IG photos. A dear family member posted about him a lot. So rest in peace to Richie. Um, Very, very sad. So, with that context, let's just hope that at the end of this, he at least found somebody for him. Um, and even if he didn't find anybody for him, let's just hope that he has been able to showcase the best of himself, and we will uplift him throughout the season. In Jesus' name, yes, yes, yes. Amen, amen, amen. Um, wow. So. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah. That's crazy. But moment of silence for him.
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
absolutely. I think that's probably the first time that has happened in Ray Love history, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely fill in Gigi and Solana with that for sure. So, anything else, Q, before we get off of here? I'm about to read the Daily Motivator, then that's gonna be it for me, my brother.
It's all on you, big dog. It's all on you.
All right, my man. Let's do what we do with the Daily Motivator here, and then we will head on out here. Man's best friend are his 10 fingers, for sure. It's time for Day Motivator for Saturday, November 8th, 2025, in Hope's direction. Is it naive to be hopeful? Probably, but that's not the issue. As a response to what's going on at any particular moment, hope is often unrealistic, yet it can be a powerful intention and driving force for moving forward. Hope gives you a point at which to aim. When you are clear about the direction and destination, you're much more likely to work yourself there, whether it's realistic or not in the present. Hope focuses you on the future. What is realistic is the present situation will change, and hope defines a specific ideal for it to change. Hope is powerful because you have the ability to change things for the better. Hope attains its power when it's embodied in you. Pay attention to your hope and then ask yourself, what can you do right now to push the world in hope's direction? Hope won't take you there, but it will absolutely lead you to where you to. But it will absolutely lead you where you hope to go. Ralph Lawson. I want to dedicate this to Ricky. Because if we all remember what Dominique said, and I'm sure Dominique did not know this, but if y'all remember when Dominique said that he was skinny, if y'all remember Chadwick Boseman and what happened with Chadwick Boseman and how skinny he was, right? Hopefully that's not the case with Ricky. But the first thing that I would say about In Hope's Direction is that, is it naive to be hopeful? Yes, because there's a chance that things can be broken in your perspective, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go for it. The fact that whatever Ricky was going through, to still want to be able to find love on national television is a very brave motherfucking thing to do. And I think sometimes we forget that. Go ahead, Q.
I totally agree with it, dog. Very brave. And
Absolutely. Sometimes, and like we talked about earlier, there are so many facets to dating and wanting love that sometimes we forget that what you may feel is off the wall may be for somebody to hang up on their wall. Now that's a word right there. Let me say that 2 more times. What you may think may be off the wall to you, somebody might want to hang that on their wall in their home. What may be off the wall to you may be something that somebody wants to hang on the wall for them.
Well said. I agree.
Absolutely.
Well said.
Thank you, good sir. The second thing I will say to you is whether it's realistic or not in the present, hope focuses you on the future. Now, there's the serenity prayer of accept the things I can change. Give me the peace to know the things that I can't change and have the wisdom to know the difference. The thing about Ready to Love that that always brings people back is the fact of there is that chance that things can work out. And sure, you could go on the show and say, well, nothing good can happen. But your attitude determines your altitude. So if you believe in yourself that nothing can happen, you might as well go to iFly and do indoor skydiving. It will be a simulation of what can be, but you won't really get there. But if you believe that you could jump out of a plane 30,000 feet in the air and have somebody to trust and have somebody as a trusty companion, then you'll be able to jump out that plane. The reason why we don't go for hope is because we don't know the outcome. But here's the gag. If you don't believe in hope, the outcome is failure anyway. It's just like when somebody says, well, I'm not going to enter in that sweepstakes, or I'm not going to go out to this, or I'm not going to do this, that, and the third. Well, guess what? You ain't doing it no how. So the outcome is you haven't won anything. Right? So the second thing that I will say to you is, whether it's realistic or not, always have hope for something. Because when you don't have hope for anything, nothing will happen.
Exactly.
And no, go ahead, Q. I'm sorry, brother.
Hope is all we got.
Yes, indeed. And finally, the last thing I will say is pay attention to your hope and then ask yourself, what can you do right now to push the world in hope's direction? The best thing you can do for that to happen is to give the best you got. And believe me, for everybody that has been rejected, everybody eventually gets accepted. And here's the gag. Where you get accepted is where you're supposed to be. Where you get rejected is where you want it to be. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Where you get rejected is where you want it to be. But where you get accepted is where you need it to be. Where you get rejected from is where you want to be. But where you get accepted is where you need it to be.
It's all a part of the process. All a part of the process.
That's it. Because guess what? Sometimes the person that really is going to accept you may not even be through Ready to Love. Sometimes you have to be seen so you can be embraced by the right one. And then there are times where maybe after the process, you really have the space to get to know somebody for them. So, anything else, Q? What did you think of the motivator? I tried to dedicate to Ricky in some capacity, in some shape, form, because I think that motivator related to him in the best way. So go ahead.
Very hopeful message. You know what I'm saying? Because we're being pulled in so many different directions nowadays. Like the Bible verse said, hope is everything that's hopeful. Evidence, that's faith. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. You know what I'm saying? So you need faith and hope works together. But very well said, bro. Very, very well said. It's very applicable.
Thank you, sir.
So great show today. Can't wait for next week.
Yes, sir. Love you as always. Good, sir. If you need me, I'm always here for you. Love you as always. We'll talk soon.
For sure.
Yes, indeed. All right, everybody. That is our show. We'll be back here next week. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good, bro? You good, big dog?
Okay. We'll see you all next week right back here at 6 or 7 o'clock. But stay tuned. Either way, we will be live for damn sure. Get ready. Ready to Love Detroit on every Saturday or Sunday, depending on what's going on. But usually we do Saturdays because it is called an after show for a reason. As for me here, of course, as you guys know, we're watching Potomac. So that review will be on Monday. And then, of course, we're watching Ready to Love Now, Married to Medicine. We'll be watching starting November 30th. So a lot more shows to come. We're almost at the end of the year, and I will just say this with what we just talked about with Ricky. Check in on your family, check in on your friends, check in on the people you think are strong. There was a brother from the Dallas Cowboys that unalived himself because the pain of his mom not being here was too much for him. Sincerely, I know there's a lot going on in the world right now. People want to be right and will hurt people to be right, but will not create a space for people to be happy. Life is too fucking damn short. We need to be solutions for each other and not problems for each other. Amen. So with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you weren't born special, because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why, it's one thing to call yourself. It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. We have spent time with you. You have spent time with us. And hopefully by spending time together, we'll be great together. And always remember, we're doing radio, television. You do live your best life, or Lord, it done took you some time to get to the place that you wanted to be, but you are ready, and you are ready to love. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for if you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. We love you, we value, we embrace you all. Always remember, mercy, love you, God, give mercy, love you, God, give mercy, love you, God, give it. Where obstacles you have overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day, we are extremely proud of you, but no one else is proud of you, proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, listen, I just want to say shout out to Sandra, you are a real one. The realest ones are never believed until it is too late for the truth to be heard. Keep being a person causing good trouble. And shout out to all the Santa Clauses, because those are the only Santas that are real. Okay? All right. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love. We feel the love. And we send it right back to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Love you all. Bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying